How's it, guys? So just a quick visit to the bulls. Someone asked the other day, what are the bulls looking like and how are they doing? So I've moved them to a different camp because they were in the other camp for nearly 3 months, and the quality of the grazing there was very bad. I wanted them to trample it all down. And I just want to see if I can get them out into the sunlight. Hello, Fred, old boy. Just as a matter of interest. Well, Fred's really starting to look good. I still don't like that tuft of hair on the top of his poll, but you can see he's looking nice. Just quickly to show you guys this area, we've chopped down some trees, cut boss, which chopping down doesn't really help, but we've done that in any case, and started trimming some trees to clean out this area. That's why it looks the way it does. But let's see if I can get these guys into the sunlight. Come on, Fred, let's go. Well, Busan is spicy as always. Come on, boy, let's go. Come, Fred. Come. There we are. He might just move out a bit. Man, I've got to duck and dive and bend down. There we are. Just get them into the sunlight a bit. Give them some space. You'll see every now and then they kick out. There are some fine ticks I see he's got on his right leg. Some small fine ticks. He's got to live with it. I might do a spot treatment if I bring them in. But he's looking good. Bastian's picked up a lot of weight. He's starting to develop nicely. He'll be 2 next month. He's just come around. You can see he's starting to develop some nice muscling on the shoulder. His ribs aren't as obvious as what they were. But he's still spicy. Just look at Fred. Look at the stripes on his ribs, those parallel stripes, stripes parallel to the ground. What's it, horizontal? They say that's a sign of good hormonal balance. So yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can't get a better angle. Bastian doesn't like to stick around when you come and make a video of him. Some days he still wants to get spicy, and other days he just takes off. Just one concern I have with Fred, for what it's worth, is if you have a look at his testicles, he's pulled them up a little bit, but they hang fairly low. They are slightly twisted to the right. The bag is slightly twisted to the right. That doesn't bother me because I'm not breeding stud animals. It's not as bad as it looks there. He was just standing skew, but they are. But he's pulled them up a bit, but they're hanging quite low, so that's not an ideal thing. They probably drop at least another 2 inches, 50 mils, when he's relaxed. And it's quite interesting. The Ngunis have a totally different shape and size to their testicles. And why it's interesting is because if you go to conventional stud breeders, they hammer on the size of the testicles and the circumference and all of that. That's supposed to be important, and I'm not saying it's not. Oh goodness, I got caught up. Just hang on. We've got hakkensteek and waggebiekie and all kinds of funny trees here, and if you get caught up, you end up spending a while trying to get loose. In any case, coming back to the Nguni bulls, they don't have nearly the same size testicles as what, let's say, animals like Fred have, and your more exotic conventional breeds. Now, it is said when you go to a stud breeder, they give you the size and the circumference of the testicles because it's a measure of their fertility. My question then is, okay, if that is true, how is it that most exotic or conventional breeds, you can only put one bull on 25 or 30 cows, and they have these huge testicles, but your Ngunis with a smaller testicle, generally speaking, you can put on 50 or 60 females, and they can breed them in the same period of time. Is it then really necessary for these bulls to have these huge, huge testicles? Once again, just look at Busan. He doesn't have nearly the same size as Fred. And if you go and look on other videos, I've been looking, Kenneth Ball, Ngoonies they sell or offer on or advertise on YouTube that are offered on auction. The Ngoonie has much smaller testicles, generally speaking, than the other animals. And yet, they're able to breed 50, 60, depending on the length of your breeding season, but 50 to 60 cows in 2 months. So I've heard. Some of the guys I've heard go as much as 1 bull on 80 cows. But the moment your testicles on your bulls get to that size, you're looking at 25 or 30 animals. So is that really such an important measurement? And having said that, you know, there's millions and millions and millions of sperm cells in one ejaculation from a bull. You only need one to fertilize the cow. So do you really need those huge volumes? And if you do, I'm just asking, I don't know the answer. And if you do, are the animals really as fertile as you think they are? Surely the more fertile animal can get away with less. I don't know, just a thought. Tell me what you guys think, and if anyone has an answer, please share it with me. But yeah, just quickly, Bastian's looking good. He's developing. Spoke to Freddie Bessler the other day, and he said to me from 2 years onwards, they really start growing quickly. And yes, he comes from a background where grazing was a challenge. What's really nice is his manure has now really developed nicely. Obviously, he's got green grass to graze. Just look at that. He's going to be a spectacular bull, I think. I think he's going to be spectacular. Just look at that. I'm just going to stand here for a moment if he allows me. Just look at the muscle definition on the shoulder, on the neck. He's starting to thicken in the neck. I think he might be slightly delayed, given the lack of grazing where he came from and the poor grazing I put him on when he got here. But he'll catch up. But I think he's going to be spectacular. Coming back to Fred quickly. Fred's a good bull. He's got depth, he's got length. I would have liked him a little more masculine, but now look at the creases in his neck, the skin in his neck. Look at those creases. If you look at him, he's a placid bull. But if you look at him, look at those creases. And Stephen Campbell is of the opinion that those creases are very important. But that's the bulls, guys. Give me your opinion on those testicles. Do you think they're going to be a problem? I'm a little concerned. Tell me what you think. And more importantly, let's have a discussion on the size of testicles. Are they important? And if you have animals on your farm, or if you're breeding or you have bulls, especially Ngoonie type bulls, but if you have very fertile bulls that don't have these huge pendulous bags that they're dragging around, let me know. Post a clip, direct us to it so we can watch it. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Have a good one. Cheers.